broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh. My love. I'm the only one sitting here by myself, but that's okay, because this is the after show for Undateable, which I am, obviously. This is why I am the host. My name is Sam Davidson. Welcome to the Undateable after show for season 2, episode 5, called A Priest Walks into the Bar. We have two very special guests with us tonight, but before we do so, let's all give our Twitter names so you guys can find us, and don't forget to YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, everything, AFTERBUZZ TV. Okay, find me on SamD43 if you want to tweet at us. My awesome host, introduce yourselves.
What's up, guys? I'm Hannah Prichard. You all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheHotShotDude. I almost forgot.
I'm at JoJo Doyle, all across the board. Synergy.
And our two very exciting guests, why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell us what you guys do on Undateable here?
My name's Chris Luccy, and I am a writer on Undateable. And my Twitter is boy named Lucy with 2 C's.
I'm Michael Hobert. I'm a writer on Undateable, and my Twitter is Michael M. Hobert.
Nailed it.
I thought that was like yeah. I literally thought your voice was a sound effect. Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We are so excited to have you, and this was by far one of my favorite episodes yet.
Agreed.
Of
Awesome.
Undateable.
Shout out to Heather Flanders.
That's right, the writer of the episode.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay. Well, we'll just start by recapping it. We have a lot of questions for you guys, too, so we're going to, put you on the spot.
Good.
I like to be.
Get
Good.
readjusted.
You like it? You're like,
Yeah.
okay, you can put your
Spot.
game face on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
We have
So-
some questions for you, too. So.
Oh, good.
Oh, I like
Thank
it.
you.
Okay.
We want to know what happened to your hand, why you were in a cast at the beginning of the season.
Oh my god, it makes me happy that people actually saw that, because I was like, I'm an invisible cast, but
Amy
no.
Pocher,
Can
one of
I-
our other writers, was very into that.
Can I guess what happened?
Yes, I want to hear. I want to hear what.
You were at a regular potato bar, and you were reaching for a potato, slipped, and all of the raw potatoes fell on your arm.
That probably will happen to me one day, but it has not yet.
Okay.
So, well, you know what? I'll keep you guys guessing. We'll get to it.
Nice.
Let's start off with the episode. I just wanted to say that I love the Shelley he was in it more than he usually is, which I love. I love Shelley.
Yeah, Joe,
I love
you were
Ron.
probably stoked for that. You've been waiting for him to get some action.
I know, and he got. That girl is fine. And so,
Vanessa.
Yeah, good for Shelley. Good
Yeah.
for Shelley.
It's just Shelley doing work is what it was.
I know he had to put in a lot of work to get her and keep her happy. She kept wanting more.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Shelley, so I mean, like.
No.
Well,
I've been excited for that episode
yeah.
because it's Shelley and Candace together, which is just such a fun dynamic and something we haven't seen before with them. So
Yeah.
And it's like a little child with a big teddy bear.
yeah.
Because I love Bridget Mendler on this show. I am obsessed, just because last season when I did the show, we were just like, there needs to be like another female in it. And at first I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, she's stupid. No, she's not stupid. She's hilarious
Yeah.
and amazing.
Yeah.
And I just love her, and I want you guys to get her to come on the show.
We'll do what we can.
She actually dies next episode. So
But I'm sure she
Dang.
comes back
So-
as a ghost. So.
she does, and that's
There you
what
go.
we were doing in this
Spoiler.
episode.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
then when she comes back, she's going to be around Shelley, just like
That's
yeah.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of revert. Yeah, no, that's right.
You got it.
Okay, so
And then they'll do the ghost thing.
Yeah.
Just
It was a prelude to the
Yeah.
I explain
Yeah.
my jokes when they're Let's move on.
Spoiler alert. Well, we get introduced to a new word this episode called Bucky.
Bucky, yeah.
Would you guys like to explain what Bucky means at all? Like a general definition. What do you guys think?
It means excellent. It means
Means
amazingly
awesome.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
on fleek,
Yeah.
which is
I mean,
stupid.
It went by pretty fast, but it's the idea is he just wrote in that word in his word of the day thing, and created the word Bucky and to mess with Danny, and Danny instead changed it as he does everything and made it his own thing and made it actually popular. So by the end of the episodes, Justin's even using the word, just showing his pull over like this group of friends in a fun way.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use the word now.
Bucky, yeah,
I totally
it's a
dig it.
fun word.
Super Bucky.
Yeah,
Now,
I do too.
I have a question as I'm fixing my chair.
Yeah, because you are the incredible shrinking man
I know.
over there.
I tried.
It's
Okay.
Killing me.
So no, was Bucky, was that the first choice, or in the writers' room did you guys go over and like kind of workshop different words that you thought were,
I don't remember.
I know that we have a wall. It's kind of a Bill Lawrence thing. We have a wall full of jokes. Anytime someone comes up with a funny joke or funny bit or whatever, we write it on our giant wall. And there's all kinds of different bits on there. Like Thumb War was on there from last week.
I saw the extended cut. That was hilarious.
The turtleneck in the first episode was on that wall. So we just have all these jokes and we use them in different places. And them doing a word of the day, Justin changing a word of the day calendar for Danny was on that wall. So I know it was taken from there. I think it was Seth and Amy's pitch, maybe. I'm not sure.
I think so.
But I think then it just, people talked about it, and then I think Bill did Bucky and created that, and that seemed to be just short and funny and a good word to use.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go. I mean, I like to think it was a throw out to the Buckeyes.
It absolutely was not that.
It's not.
I mean, they're
so-
Michigan people,
if
so I don't think they
anything,
would.
it was Badger. Shout out to the
Bucky
Badger.
the Badger.
Bucky the Badger, yeah.
Well, then they
Wisconsin.
should have just called it Badger and not Bucky, because Bucky would be. Oh, you know what?
No,
You know
on
what?
Wisconsin. They brought us Russell Wilson. I'm with you 100%.
So shout out to Frank Kaminsky.
Okay. Well, it's a shout out to whoever you want it to be a shout out to.
No.
Just not the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes.
Do you want them to come back and hang out with us? I mean,
Okay, so we get into an awesome thing about the Matrix this episode, which I loved that little analogy pun. Basically, Danny, and we've talked about this, like he doesn't really have a job. He just chills.
How is that possible? Is he like living off unemployment forever?
There's an explanation.
In the first season, it was established that he had a water park settlement of some sort, some mishap at a water park. And
he was injured at a water park, came into a fair amount of money,
sure,
and had been living off of that for a while.
And then in this, we established that he's delivering pizzas, but he sees himself as more of a transporter. I mean, taking this character and trying to find the right job for him is really tricky because, I mean, the character of Danny, and it's like, what does this guy do? Like, what can he actually? What job could he?
What are his
tolerate?
tangible skills?
Yeah, and who would put up with this guy as an employee? So it's finding that right spot, and I think it's like he's a pizza man, so he's not around. No one sees him doing his crazy stuff, and he also convinces himself that it's a loftier thing than that. That he's a transporter, and that's why it works for him.
Yeah, that's how he tolerates it in his head.
Yeah,
That's it.
he just happens to be delivering pizzas. It could have been dignitaries' daughters or whatever. Whatever.
Mind of a
Garlic
sociopath, if you ask me, but
donors, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever had donors?
No.
Okay.
Turkish
What?
meat, they're delicious.
Yeah. One of the
It's my
writers,
favorite.
Craig Doyle, loves this restaurant. I think it's called. What is it called?
Oh, I interviewed him
Donor.
last season.
Yeah.
Craig Doyle.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Uncle-
awesome.
Uncle
yeah.
Craig?
He's in jail now, but
That's why I can't get a hold of him.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been trying, and he's just not, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I still need to reach out to you, Craig. If you're watching, I love you. Come back.
It's always weird when I hear someone's with the same last name as me, but I
Oh,
know,
sorry,
that we're not related. I'm like, nope, we're not related. I can't just hit him up randomly.
you guys
You
look
can hit him up
similar
totally.
though.
Really?
Yeah.
Hit him up.
Absolutely hit him up.
You don't
Anything
know
you
me.
want, he'll take care of you.
I was searching Ancestry.com, and Craig, surprise, me and you.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're both in the entertainment industry living in Los Angeles. We are soulmates and relatives, which is a very weird thing to say. I
Well,
apologize.
it's incestuous.
Yeah, that is. Okay, so we talk about
Craig likes
Danny.
that, doesn't he?
Yeah, and this is a little
That's
weird.
why he's in jail.
Yeah.
Is that a crime? Incest?
In California.
Okay.
Cousins, I don't know. Okay, awesome. Let's talk about Danny's pretend funeral,
Sure.
which is, has anyone ever else, I've thought about it, like what would people come? Who would come? Who wouldn't come?
I believe everybody would come to my funeral.
Yeah, I would.
I imagine like a huge ordeal.
Yeah,
But that's just in my head. That wouldn't actually happen.
a lot of flowers. I don't know.
I've never thought about it ever.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I just
Come on,
don't-
man.
Yeah, I mean, but
Time
now
to think about it.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, well,
Dude, you're a comic too. We're depressed. You should think about
whoa,
that
whoa.
stuff.
I mean, maybe that's why I'm not getting a lot of shows because I'm not that depressed. I mean, like, I got health insurance. I'm pretty good right now.
Yeah, well, I guess I've thought about it a few times.
Okay.
But it's kind of an interesting thing, and so everyone comes in and kind of says what they would say at Danny's funeral. Justin says some stuff that is not super, like, nice.
It's not what you would say at a funeral.
But, Justin still has some stuff with him, with,
Well, especially you can't say it
Yeah.
about your roommate too. Like that's double worse.
But Danny and Justin have, he admitted in the last episode how much he ripped Danny, how much Danny has been ripping Justin off over the past few years,
right.
which is quite sad. And the whole thing, like, I've been putting 20s in your, thing. I just think it happened once, and that I don't. Maybe he has.
He has. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He means well. I think that Justin sees it as his duty as a good friend to tell him the truth in the moment during the funeral, where everyone is just kind of placating Danny and going along with it and just being like, "Oh, this is a fun thing. We're going to play Ghost or whatever." Justin's the one who's like, "No, like you aren't doing anything with your life. Like look at what you're doing." Him and Leslie, his sister, who's been saying it all his life.
It's kind of very a Christmas Carol almost.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Well,
was our inspiration.
that was
Yeah. How can we get Dickens?
We're
into
big
this?
on Dickens.
Yeah.
especially Craig. He loves the Dickens.
He loves the dick and
the dick ends. Awesome. I kind of
Because
love
there's
that.
dick in ends.
I heard that. Yeah.
I just want.
You called it out again. That thing.
Yeah, I want us to keep.
Thank you
Keep
for
going.
rereading the dick in the ends. I
Oh.
just now I took it too far. Now I took it too far. Really? Okay. Also, okay, what do I have in my notes here? I write down quotes sometimes that I think are really funny in the comedy shows that I cover. So I really liked the hot girl massage, which was like a hot stone massage with Shelly. I just want to throw that out there because I thought that was awesome because I do love hot stone massages.
do you like them when you're stoned?
I'm not rich enough to be stoned and get hot stone
It's not expensive to
massages
be
at
stoned.
the same time.
Yeah. I mean, like I've gotten stoned and kind of like
There you go.
rubbed my back on the corner of like like the wall in my
Like
house.
an oven.
Well, no, like bare necessities because I can't get the scratch.
Yeah,
and
Some like
Seriously.
stones on the ground.
Yeah, stones on the ground. So I mean, I've gotten
So you
like,
just got stoned and rolled around in gravel. That's essentially what you did.
it felt nice.
Yeah.
It worked, right?
Well,
Yeah,
You're
it
feeling
worked.
good.
Yeah, I feel great.
You seem like the type of guy who'd like an above ground pool.
I actually did have an above ground pool.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, there was I wanted to throw like a little like party one time, like a little let's party it up. But I lived in Washington at
This
the
is
time.
about to get really gross, by
no,
the way.
no,
So
no.
keep
no,
going.
no. I just had an above ground.
You're in an above ground pool.
No.
You want a party.
I want to party.
Who's coming?
It was just a couple of
Everybody.
friends from community college and I.
Sure.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
community college crew.
God, I'd love to be there.
I would have given you the memo if you could have gotten there, but we had
You're flipping the script.
Yeah.
a crawdad roast. I put an above ground pool because I wanted to make it themed. Cause
You just wanted to make it more white trash.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, white trash, bash it up. Why not? Treat yourself.
Yeah.
And so I had a crawdad roast. So we had a big pool out in front. I had tiki torches, and to kind of spice things up, I had
Even more than it already
Well,
was.
the crawdads were live because I caught them from a lake.
Whoa.
So this is white
You were
trash.
dedicated.
Yeah, and then I had the live crawdads, so people would walk in. It added a touch of class. Some people get pick their own lobster, and
Sure.
I had pick your own crawdads from the above ground pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get back. All right, we want. Hey, no, the booth goes. Get back to the show.
Oh.
This is the show.
This is it. This is what we do.
You know
This is
what?
the question
This
from
is
our
it.
special
It's a
guest.
show about
I had
nothing.
to answer. I
Yeah,
had to.
guys, you know what? Our special guests have questions, and we will answer whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Hands. We need to know what happened to your head.
Oh, a tuna can. I was opening a tuna can. I was trying to make a tuna noodle casserole.
That was
God
your
forbid.
first mistake.
Yeah. I was like Pinteresting tuna noodle casseroles for like 5 days. I was like, I guess I don't know what's happening. I need to make it. And then, God was like, no.
Immediate disaster.
Oh my
strikes.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
You
so
slice your hand?
I cut a tendon in my hand, yeah, but I had a really hot surgeon, so
Worth it.
That's not worth it.
That is worth it.
Not
That's
worth
so worth it.
I didn't feel like it was worth it after I found out he got married 2 weeks after my surgery. Yeah, no, it's fine. And hand surgeons don't wear rings, by the way, if anyone wants to know. A lot of doctors, they don't wear wedding rings.
Are you fully recovered now?
No, I'm in physical therapy twice a week. But you know what? I'm good. I'm holding coffee. Look at this.
Wow.
Making progress.
You guys, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal for me right now.
Oh, I wanted you to drop it so bad right now.
You know what? I really don't, because I have dropped and fallen a lot recently. Okay, let's get back to the show.
No,
Okay.
for the comedy.
No, yeah, I don't want
to see her fail. No, but never mind. I don't need to tell you.
You know what? You know what, Joe?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
It's getting real.
Ooh.
I love you. There's really nothing else to
What
say.
a roller coaster.
Wow. It's
Drama,
like a reality show up in here.
Is there more back to the show side?
Yes. Let's do some back
They
to the
just
show.
stopped recording.
Yeah.
Okay. So Danny and Justin, they have like a little apology session. Justin apologizes, which he never should do.
Right. Tough love.
Because, I love Justin and I want Brent to come on the show, but
I like how he got choked out all the time. That was great.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
funny.
That was the best. It's like, if you're not doing your job, finally someone laying down the law.
yep.
That was kind of one of those things that I think we wrote it something like that, and then we saw it on the stage, and it was so funny. Bianca just, Leslie, the actress, just nailed it. Such a funny bit that we just said that's what we have to do there, And the rehearsals really saw it, and it just worked.
It's great physical comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good and Justin says, he's like, I could get out if I wanted to.
Yeah, and
Can't.
Justin knocking the cup out of his hand too. It's just
That was
that.
the best. That was so funny. Be as mean as possible. All right.
Like a sissy little
how
hand.
can you hold a job if you can't hold a coffee cup?
Burn.
That
the
was
ultimate.
Adam that
That was
did
not-
that.
yeah.
Our bosses are really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You don't gotta tell me.
Have you
Friends
tried to
with
get them
Sam?
on the show
Yeah. I
Wasn't
think,
Adam on it?
last year?
Yeah, no, Adam did come on last year. Yeah, Adam
Yeah.
did come on last year. So, just like a real quick side question about the way
Yeah, my hair is natural.
I cut my own.
Yeah.
True story.
it's not a toupee.
His isn't toupee, and I cut my own
No,
hair.
no
True
toupees.
story.
This guy gets a haircut every 3 weeks.
Wow.
I assume that's what you were asking. I'm sorry I
Right.
cut you off.
No, I
How
was
was it?
actually asking like where you get your manicure.
Oh.
I do my own.
Oh my gosh.
Chris and I
So
are thinking
multi-talented.
we're thinking about opening up a salon together.
I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna come to you. Yours
Please
are great.
do.
Mine do not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
You guys, my mind is blown right now because we are sitting with two amazing writers that also are great at doing nails
And hair.
Hair. I mean,
and hair.
kind of an insult,
Obviously,
right?
nails and hair.
Your hair is terrible.
This is why I love having writers on the show, because they really don't care. And not care. I want to say they don't
He's
give
out.
a
Bye,
they
Mike.
don't,
Done.
no, they don't give a blank. They don't give a blank
Fuck,
because
right?
they're
We could
not
say it.
actors.
Yeah,
they can
fuck it.
say
I'm
whatever
so-
they
I heard
want.
you guys last week. I know what you
I'm
just
still
said.
here.
She's
after
a
I talked
lady,
about that.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to see
Actually.
if you guys brought it up later, and it's like, yeah, actually, your hair, you need to work on it, and like it was.
It was a reveal.
It opened a whole thing.
He questioned me in the room about my haircut after I had a haircut one day, and I actually lied. I straight out lied because I thought he was insulting my haircut, and so I didn't dare say I did it myself.
No, the truth is I have a podcast that I do about hair.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so,
my
so I lied, and
gosh.
at the end of the season, I revealed I did it myself because I couldn't take it anymore. The lies
Yeah, man.
had to come
This-
clean.
We need to be
We're very
clear
close.
and open.
Look at you
Don't touch
guys.
me.
Are you married? Because you're both wearing wedding rings over here. So
We're married to each other.
yeah, you're married to each other. So you're not undateable.
No.
Well, we are because we're married.
Oh,
That's true. There you go.
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
That's,
just like your hand surgeon.
Great callback.
thank you.
guy.
You know what? I'm gonna do that on stage. I think tomorrow at my show. I'm gonna.
Steal his joke.
Take it.
There you go.
Can I
there you go.
take it? Can I
Yeah.
take it? It's just a bar show.
If you don't mind me using it in my hair podcast.
you can use whatever you want in your hair podcast.
Thank you.
Michael.
What was your question?
Let's see. I don't even remember my question. But I would like to talk about some Danny and Leslie and their lovely, brother-sister relationship. She tried to get him a job. What'd she say, for 10 years?
Yeah.
She's been trying to get him a job?
Yep.
And has not done so yet. But Justin all of a sudden saves the day. And it's still unclear to me how the guy, like, what kind of job it was exactly.
Explain that. I thought the same thing.
It's Twitter job?
It's writing a column for a Detroit newspaper, just kind of going through things that suck and don't suck, right?
Right. It's like LA Weekly. It's like you got a column, like an editorial column that's kind of humor.
Yeah.
Like they took a Twitter and made it into a column, basically.
Okay.
Take it.
So that makes sense because that's pretty much like what Chris D'Elia, I mean, he's a stand-up, but that's how it all started, right?
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. I love that. I would like to briefly speak about Candace just because I'm obsessed with Bridget Mendler. Bridget Mendler, tweeted at her, tell her to come, because when she started on the show, I was just like, I don't know. I am very supportive of Disney stars, but you know what? I don't know. But I think this was the perfect platform for her to get out of Disney because it's not too dirty.
Yeah.
But she can use her cuteness and her funniness, and it's perfect. It's exactly what the show needed.
When we were talking about who to cast, we knew that we were going to add a female role, and we talked a lot about what type of character it should be, how she should be different than Leslie, what she was going to bring to the bar. And I know Jeff Ingold and Bill started looking and saying, we need somebody younger, kind of like a little sister to the bar. And we looked around a lot, and I mean, they auditioned a lot of people and stuff. And I think once Bridget's name came up, they started to see what she did on Good Luck Charlie. They saw that she could do the jokes, and I mean, I think anytime in casting, when it's sort of an offer and you don't have auditions and you don't know exactly how it's going to work out, and then when she came and she did the first episode, I mean, the first episode she was kind of light because we didn't know how much she could handle, and we saw what she could bring to the table, and it was like, this girl's, I mean, she's a star. She can handle anything we give her.
How old is she?
She's 22, I think, and this episode, the one from tonight, was actually shot pretty early in our batch of 10 or 9.
I think it was shot second, right?
I think so. And we saw her do that booty call, phone call thing. We saw that and we're like, this girl's amazing. Like, she can handle this stuff. Just the her changing in that the whole conceit was just great. We saw what she could do and we're like, she's amazing. She's going to be great for the show, and she's a perfect fit because it gave us a different element than we had last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, she brings a really good energy to the show against all those actors.
I agree. And it helps Danny a lot too. I think maybe people saw Danny a little bit cold to some degree, maybe, or whatever. I think that because of the name of the show and stuff, maybe they had a preconceived notion of him as a womanizer, and seeing him with Candace, I think, makes him a lot lighter and see him as a decent person.
I think it humanizes all of the characters.
Totally.
It gives them avenue to, we get to learn about who they are, and like Chris was talking about with Danny, you get to see him as a real person who actually cares about someone, and I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
So are you guys telling us that Danny and Candace are going to have something?
Well, again, she does die in the next episode.
Oh, yes.
But with her ghost?
I never got that. I haven't gotten that vibe so far. I mean,
We
I get that
talked
kind
about
of
it.
big brother, little, sister type of vibe. I
mean,
maybe
you're into incest, right? So
Y'all, I see a love triangle. I said this before with Danny, Candace, and Justin.
That's what you see?
Yeah, that's what I dream about.
what
at
about
night.
what about a love square?
Rhombus. I prefer rhombus.
Square rhombus with Bursky, Leslie, Shelley, and Candace.
I was just hoping you weren't going to say Danny because that is incest. That is incest.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blew my mind. Hold up.
You got it.
I don't even know. I'm gonna need to rewatch this and be like, what did he say exactly? Because
he just said?
Yeah.
It's garbage.
So it's lies. It's lies.
Well, it's nonsense.
It's kind of nonsense.
The theme of the last episode, which was lies. And are you guys just telling us lies?
Oh.
Just lies.
Well, I feel like you're saying things and we're not really confirming or denying them.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, that was a lie.
That was not a lie.
No.
He wasn't confirming or denying.
It wasn't a lie.
Lie.
I was trying to come back.
This
to
is
it.
why we invite,
Come on.
Oh.
guys, we invite writers to the show because they actually know what's going on.
I have a question for you
That
guys.
seemed like an unconfident.
especially with Bridget coming on and who do you guys find yourselves thinking about funny lines for like which character the most? I don't want to say who your favorite to write funny lines is because you don't want to play favorites, but who do you think of the most?
Let's play favorites.
Yeah, okay,
Well,
let's do it.
I know that for me, like, I feel like I identify with Justin the most, so I feel like it's easiest to pitch jokes for him.
Oh, so you sing an apology to your wife afterwards?
Well, I'm,
She got you.
yes. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I do.
I mean, I was kind of going to say Justin, but I can't say it now.
No, say it. We're two different people.
Shelly. No, I think each one, it's funny because each character's voice is so unique that, you have days where you have good jokes for Shelly, you have days when you have good jokes for Danny. It just depends. They're so different in the types of humor that they have.
Yeah.
And what you're looking for each character is so different. I mean, Shelly, we know, like, great one-liners. You have a great one-liner. Even if you come up with it for someone else, maybe you switch it to Shelly because he's going to nail it. He's going to home run with it. If you have something that's self-deprecating, it's going to be Justin for sure. So I think it's just like what you come up with in that moment and what the joke is. You figure out which character it's best for. So it's kind of fun that way because, you can write, you don't have to just write one kind of joke. You have lots of different outlets for the different kinds of humor.
It is funny to watch Bill and Adam kind of run the rooms because Bill is absolutely Danny and Adam is absolutely Justin, and they will like improv shit together.
Yeah.
And we just sit back and watch, and that's
amazing.
that's the scene.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you guys, like, your past, were you stand-ups at all? Because this is a big show of stand-up comedians. Some of the writers are stand-ups.
Only
the
one of
performers
the
are
writers,
stand-ups.
I think, is a stand-up. That's a common misconception. But John DeWalt is a stand-up.
Well.
Okay. Well,
Michael's
he calls
like,
himself
hold on, let me tell my story.
No. He's saying
I
John. He's questioning John's credit.
I just
as
don't
a-
think John DeWalt's a stand-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
but-
so you guys are just writers, just boring.
I did stand-up for 1 year in New York when I was 18, and it was the worst year of my life. So I am not a stand-up.
That's what happens to us. It's,
Yeah.
I was just a writer.
Hey.
Interesting.
Not just a writer.
I mean, I was a writer.
You're
Fuck
fantastic.
stand-up.
Better off Ted. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was an assistant on that, but
Oh.
You
Sorry.
wrote some stuff on it. It says, and Melissa and Joey. No, it
Melissa
says you
and
were an
Joey.
assistant on that, but you wrote on Melissa and Joey.
and Better With You.
And Better With You. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So there's that.
There
Sorry,
is that.
John DeWalt's a stand-up.
He's going to go on next week and
he's
burn you,
coming on
man.
next
You're
week.
dead, man.
And-
What is he going to
I
say
just
about
got a
me?
tweet from him. No, I didn't.
I was like, oh,
How is he-
goodness.
He's
That
a
was
studio
a lie.
bug, by the way.
This literally is its own reality show up in here, guys. It's going to be awesome. It's when John and Alison come on next week. It's going to be great. Okay, let's finish up the show.
I promise you one thing. John will embarrass Alison. That's guaranteed.
Well, he'll embarrass himself.
Yeah, but
which
Alison will be
embarrass
just
Alison.
like, oh, John, why are you talking about that?
No.
That happens every day in our room. It's great.
Nice. I like that we got predictions.
Because they're a
of
married
the
couple.
interview.
I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, we'll ask them this next week, but like, was Allison a writer? Because I knew John was writer's assistant before
Correct.
he was. So was Allison on it last season, or
She
She was
wasn't.
not. She was not on it.
She was brought on. They were brought on as a team,
Yeah.
as a writing team
Oh,
on it.
that's
Yeah.
And she's a really great. She does improv and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She, fun fact about her, she dated this guy before John named Dale Decker, who
Why does that name sound familiar?
You might have seen him on
I
the
think
news.
yeah, he's on the news. I think he did some stand up. But John was so much funnier than Dale that she left Dale.
Which
for
is
John.
amazing because John's not funny.
I know. which is why Dale's no longer a stand
So
up.
much hate on John. It's like
No, we
With
love
love,
John.
with love, with love.
I know. I love him too. Lovely
Yeah.
guy. I've done a bunch of shows with him. Good guy.
How many shows has he done with you?
Like comedy shows.
Oh,
Comedy
okay. I thought you
shows.
meant this show.
John
I was like,
comes-
what other shows is he
he
doing
comes
after
in-
BuzzTV?
But he was on last season,
What
though.
episode?
He was on last season. Okay, let's finish it up. Danny
Yeah,
has his interview. It's awesome. Goes very well. We don't really know how it goes, actually. Because he says
He did a lot of kicks and
Yeah.
said best freaking day
In
ever.
the
I'm assuming it went
I forget
good.
what it-
In all
No,
of
it went
days
great.
or
Yeah, it
something.
went
the
great.
day of all days. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty awesome. And then basically, let's see, Vanessa tries to make out with Bursky. Oh, that was just like an end note, which I thought was kind of funny.
Wait, when did that happen?
They said act natural, and then Bursky was like, "Mwah," and she's like, how is that natural?
With Leslie.
That's how it would be.
No.
Vanessa tries to hook up with Shelley.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, no, but then Bursky's standing outside after Shelley goes.
There.
She sprays him.
Right.
No.
He
And
just
then
wanted to see her. He didn't
she
try to make out
maces
with her.
him.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to hook up with her.
He wouldn't do that to Shelley.
Yeah, but
Props for Shelley
she
for-
maces him, which I thought was extremely hilarious again.
And he improv that line on the end.
Because apparently I love
Yeah.
Rick Glassman. I
He's
love
great.
him. He was my next door neighbor growing up, and I just think it's semi-funny to see him maced in the face.
Now,
What was he like growing up?
He was 6 years older than me, so, you know, it's like he was the cool kid that was, like, always playing basketball next door, and I was, like, looking at my window being like, oh, he's so hot. But
Oh,
He's always had exceptional abs.
Yeah.
you know what?
Don't pretend like you
Yeah.
don't.
Come on. He takes his shirt off during basketball outside. You see him.
Shirts and skins
he
from the
has a
window.
brother, guys. He has a brother,
Oh.
and he's hot, too.
Is he hotter than Rick?
Maybe.
Oh.
But he's married.
Scoop.
But Rick is now with
Undateable.
Tori DeVito. Very, very serious. Nanny Carey, for any of those One Tree Hill fans. Crazy Nanny Carey. That is what I always knew her as. Anyways.
Joe's got something to say.
I have a burning question.
All right.
Because you said a lot of stuff is improv, and as writers, like what? I mean, did it take a little getting used to, like going, okay, this is. Some writers are a little bit more married to their words as others. Like, was it kind of a little learning curve having these guys improv your words, or is it just cool? Some people are like whatever.
Usually, 99.9% of the time they make it funnier, so you don't care.
Cool.
I think that we usually do one take where it's done as written, and then they do the second take improv, or they add something crazy or do whatever.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
times,
great.
like we'll give them the outline of like the newscaster thing from last week. But I think you can go online and see it. But like we wrote maybe four lines of dialogue, and then Chris and Brent did 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so then Bill and Noel, our editor, and Adam will pick the funniest parts. And usually it's what those guys come up with.
Yeah. A lot of times, too, it's interesting because, like, with that situation, there are other bits that we have that are longer and bigger sometimes. And sometimes those end up getting cut way down, and other things are funnier in the end, and they go bigger. Like, there was a scene in the last episode where Danny talks about prison. And Danny talks about, like, what happened to him in prison. And Mike wrote that episode, actually, and there was a whole thing about how, like, he had to poop in front of a room full of men.
Yeah.
And he just goes, it was so quiet. It was killer. It was Mike's joke. It was great. And for whatever reason, I guess in the end, when they watched the final cut, they saw, just to make it work time-wise, they had to cut that out. They had to lose some of that section to make it work. But that was a whole other run that we had. I mean, that's the thing that's incredible about the show. That's not like any other show I worked on, where we have a good 40 minutes of material for almost every episode that could actually work as a show.
But as a writer, no, because you gotta look towards the greater good.
Yeah.
And if what they come up with is funnier, then God bless them, and thank you for making our job easier and making us look good.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
Funnier wins. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like just smack our names on it and like thanks for that, guys.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
and that's the thing with with our episodes. Like last week's had my name on it, but literally, everybody has jokes in every show, and the episodes get changed so much over the course of the week that what I wrote in the beginning is completely different, and that's fine. But it's every episode is such a team effort.
A big part of that too is Bill Lawrence is such a perfectionist about jokes. I mean, and that's why they're so long too. I think because he just wants to be absolutely sure we have amazing jokes in every scene in every episode. That I mean, the other shows I've been on have been nowhere close to that kind of perfection and making sure we have amazing jokes all the time. And I think that's why it's successful and it's showing through because it has so many amazing jokes. Because we work really, really hard at that, making sure it's just loaded with jokes.
It gives us fans a lot to talk about afterwards. It's a lot of fun, just like all the different improv games or or setups that they do, and then seeing them go crazy. So thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
And thanks to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we love this show. The fans love the show. We don't know if it's going to be picked up for season 3 yet, but we're crossing our fingers.
So are we.
Well, because, I mean, how much... Because you think about 2.5 Men or 30 Rock and all those shows, they have, like, what, 24 episodes a season?
Yeah.
Is that the end game? Is that what we're trying to do with this show?
Yeah, that's what we're
For
hopeful.
sure.
I mean, what'll happen is if we get picked up for another season, it'll either be we're picked up for 13 and we start airing in the fall, or we're picked up for 10 to 13 and it's a mid-season replacement. So it
Come on,
depends
dog. We're picked up for 22 and we start in the fall.
Or
I
we're picked up for
want
22. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're picked up for 13 in the fall, we can get the back 9 and then have a full season at
Yeah.
22, which is kind of, that's certainly what we all hope. And,
Yeah.
You know,
We also could be one of those 2390s where they shoot 23 episodes and then pick up the back 90.
he's lying.
I'm kidding.
I was just like, my mind just got blown. What are
I
you
was like,
talking about?
There's those,
They
They
there's
did like,
those,
didn't they seem like anger management?
Yeah.
Like that's how they did it.
they call them 1090s.
I mean,
yeah.
they
I've been
see
on a
10
show
of
where
them.
we did 17 episodes and then we got it back 20.
Yeah.
What does that mean about
That means
20?
20
It's
more
like-
episodes added on.
Yeah.
And it's kind of done to save costs.
Yeah.
It's the whole
Okay.
thing.
Anyway, hopefully we get a full season.
Yeah, let's hope so, because I love the character development, as all of you guys do. And what do you guys, just a real quick thing, character development, relationships. Are we like gonna just do jokes the whole time, or are we gonna actually develop some more relationships?
I mean, if we get a full season, we have to develop the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
So-
want to, but we'll have
Absolutely, we just want to do jokes.
Well, if you guys bring me on the show, then I'll write it. I'll develop it.
Thank
for
you.
There you go.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
very
Piece of cake.
welcome.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for grip work, so if you could set me up for that, I would
You,
appreciate
you
that.
seem like a grip.
Yeah, yeah.
The grip department gets paid in mushrooms. Does that work for you?
Perfect.
Nice.
I like
Perfect.
That's good.
Oh, tell us! You gotta tell us about this. About how your
Booty call?
Booty call ended.
Oh.
It ended
Yeah.
in the above ground pool.
Yeah. She got pinched by one of the crawdads. No, so it was weird. So you know what, it would randomly, booty call, and then one time I was over her place and the topic of conversation was on marijuana, and then she's like, hey, do you want to, I got some meth here, and I was like, I'm out. I did not, and so I was just like, huh? No, nope. And
How did you exchange numbers with this person to have
Yeah.
a booty call from them?
no, this was actually, this was a long time ago. I met her.
You
doing
have
press
so
from a
many
show that I
stories.
did.
Sure.
And
She was
so
homeless.
She was big into crawfish.
I used my
Shroom
pickup
deal gone
skills. I
wrong?
met her at a pickup artist party after VH1. Never mind. That's
Oh
not talking
God,
about.
that's disgusting.
All right.
I'm just-
Love
It
it.
was, yeah, but I was just like, nope, meth, and nope, I'm out. And so once I found that out, I cut that off really quick. But she would still give me booty call texts of just the one word.
Just because she was into meth, you were like,
Yeah, man, that's
Just because.
That's crazy stuff.
Deal
I mean-
breaker.
Kind of high
I mean, it's not like
standards
you're
over there.
marrying her. You're just, it's just a booty call.
Yeah.
But that's yeah. No.
You're
no,
a
it's
mess.
No. Don't try to convince me. You're gonna like watch my Twitter. Go, let's see if I got him to go back to that girl in the mess.
Oh my
The slow
gosh.
descent into madness. No, that's
right,
what, that's what
guys.
you want.
I love you all. This is amazing. This was amazing. Let's wrap it up. Let's recap where we can find you guys online.
Oh, at Michael M. Hobert for the Twitters.
For the Twitters, okay?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. And I under protest. Do I have that? Yeah.
And at boy named Luccy.
Again,
On the
yeah.
Twitters.
I'm following
On the
you on the
Twitters.
Twitters.
On the Twitters, yeah.
Man.
He had to follow me because I had to inbox him. I was like, you have to follow me.
Sorry. I'm not good at following people.
No, but you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I need
So
to be
It
you're
was
told.
getting
very
better.
nice. Yeah, he's getting better. All right, JoJo, where can we find you? One more time.
Jojo Doyle.
And at the Hotshot Dude.
All right, and don't forget to follow AfterBuzz at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, basically any kind of social media forum you can find. And me, Sam Davidson, at samdavidsonentertainment.com, and on Twitter and Instagram at Sam Davidson. No, that's wrong. At SamD43. Thank you, Sam. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you to our amazing guests for coming
Thank
in
you for having us.
This was
tonight.
great.
Tweet about Undateable. Demand a third season.
That's right.
Demand
Yes.
Demand it.
satisfaction.
Watch it if you have a Nielsen box, especially. Watch it
Yes.
next week.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
demand
9 p.m.
20 episodes. I want to demand 20 episodes
20
for season 3.
22.
And I'm looking forward to the live
22.
episodes too. I can't
May
wait for
5th.
that.
We
May
forgot-
5th,
yes,
live episode.
May 5th. There's going to be a live episode, an hour of a live episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you all next week. Yeah. And then we say
Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.